Judd with a shot. Got Carson on the draw with Marshfield and Holden. Shot on goal. Marshfield tried to bank it off the goalie behind the goal. Carson on the chase in the corner. Marshfield pushes. Saved by Rowan. And Carson's feet. Stopped by Rowan there. Holden up to Marshfield. Marshfield across to Gauchi. Just out of reach. Marshfield. McLean shot is wide of the goal. Quinner gets pinned on the boards there. McLean tries to send it around. That gets stopped. Peugeot picking up the loose puck behind the goal. McLean pins his guy against the boards. Wierzbicki with it. Wierzbicki's shot has missed the goal. Peugeot sends it down low. Wierzbicki on it in the corner. Larsh sends it to the point. Peugeot shot was blocked. O'Kane in the corner. Wierzbicki as well. Larsh, and that's stopped by Ethan Philippe. Yeah, we'll switch phones or no? My phone in there?
Well, because you want your stats on there?
I can do it after.
Sure.
Call it John.
Okay.
I don't know where you want to set up.
This is good. Yeah, this is usually where I am. Okay, off the drop, puck goes in the corner. Gators send it around. Billard keeps it in the corner. Puck comes out to the blue line. Daniel sends it behind the net. Gators get it out. Fire shot on net. 12-11 to go in the first. Billard shifts it up. It's kept in at the blue line. The hash marks to get a shot blocked. Judd fires up center out of the zone. Pressure from Noble. Keeps it in. Billard gets it down low, puts it out front. Judd gets the rebound out front. It's a save. Maybe hits a post. Okay, one or two shots there. And Billard gets it up the sidewall. It's knocked back around the other way. Burns keeps that in. Sends that down low. Gators fired up the boards. Start to break out with it. Get in the zone. Knocked away, and Crossway brings it in the zone. Gets a shot just over the net. Gets his own rebound. Takes it behind the net. Gets some help from Judd. Judd puts it out front. Oh, just couldn't connect. Puck is back from Markowicz. Markowicz comes up the side, hands it off to Carson. Carson brings it in the zone. Gets in front, gets a shot. Save is made. Off the draw, Gilbert sends it into the corner. Marshfield's tied up, gets some help from Gauchi, sends it back over for Marsh. Marsh works at it behind the net. Comes back for Gilbert. Gilbert puts it deep in the zone. Gators get it back, chip it up in the neutral zone. Into St. Charles territory, pass out front. Doesn't connect. Holden gets a puck off the boards, out for Carson. Carson into the zone with it. Sends it behind the net. Gets some help from Marshfield and Holden. It's back for Carson. Someone lost the net guard there. Now Marshfield keeps it in. Cardinals go for a line change up front. Gators bring it back in our zone. Shot steered away. Icing called. Offside. All right, 9.5 minutes to go in the first period. 0-0. O'Kane knocks the puck into the zone. Gets it behind the net. Gators chip it up. Larsh keeps it in. Gators get it back, send it up center. Picked up by McLean. He gets it off the boards and out. Back into Bishop territory. They chip it in the neutral zone. Send it cross ice. It's picked up by Wiersbicky. He brings it in the zone. His shot hits the skate and goes out of bounds. Billard back for Crossway. He sends it down in the corner. Noble gets it behind the net. Comes back in the corner. Bishop picks it up, sends it up center. Knocked away by Billard. Bishop gets it back out. Crossway gets it back in our zone. Off the boards for Judd. He chips that out of the zone. Bishop gets it over the blue line. Crossway to Burns. Back for Crossway. Up for Judd. Centers that for Noble. He takes that in the zone. Gets a shot from the slot. Glove save from Ethan Philippe. Whistle goes. We're... Oh, all right. Okay, Billard gets it to Judd. He takes it behind the net. Gets some help from Regan. Back to the blue line. Daniel fires that down low. Regan sends it behind the net. For Judd, he gets out for Crossway. He gets a shot. Save is made. Back for Burns. His shot on net. Deflected away. Nice tip. Puck cleared out. Icing called. Gilbert keeps that in, bounces it back for Gilbert. In the corner, Karsten gets it. Some pressure. Holden loses net guard. He heads off. Markowicz gets it back in the zone. Puck's back in the St. Charles zone. Shot goes off the side of the net while the player goes into the net. The puck was behind the net. the Bishop bench thought the puck went in, but it did not. All right, here we go. 7:08 to go in the first. Puck comes out front. Shot gets deflected away. Cleared away by Gilbert. Larsh up for Gauchi. Gets that to the blue line. Now we get some help from Markowicz. Gets that deep in the zone. Pressure from Markowicz continues. Gets some help from Judd. He keeps that in the zone. Now Judd goes after it behind the net. In the corner with it. Cycles it down low. Gilbert to O'Kane. O'Kane tries to get that in front. Gets some help from Larsh now. Larsh to O'Kane. He's tied up. Judd helping him out. Larsh gets a piece of it, but the Gators come out with it. Judd gets the puck back in the zone. Shot deflected away. Gators chip it up. McLean gets it back, hands it off to Gilbert. Gilbert chips it in the zone. O'Kane with some pressure. Now Judd on the other side. In comes Noble. Judd gets it behind the net, leaves it out front, knocked away by the Gators. Puck's up center. Blocked by McLean. Peugeot in the corner. Gets that for Billard. Billard gets that to Noble. Noble cuts in. Gets it over back for Billard. His shot in the 5-hole, but held on to. Save on Billard's shot. 5:33 to go in the first. McLean to Billard. Billard walks in, sends it down low for Judd. He gets a shot off the post. Puck comes out of bounds. Face off inside. Noble gets it to Billard. He gets out front. Judd gets it to the corner. Back to the blue line for McLean. His shot deflected in front. Cleared away by Bishop. They bring the puck into the zone. Shot on net into the glove. 5 minutes to go. Carson gets it behind the net. Bishop gets there first. Crossway gets there second and gets the puck up for Holden. Holden for Gauchi. Gauchi through the neutral zone. And in Bishop territory. Gets some trouble in the corner. Gets some help from Marshfield. Marshfield keeps that in the zone. Now Carson takes it down low. He's tied up behind the net. At the blue line, we keep it in, but Bishop gets it back out. They kick it up. Marshfield gets it back. Cuts into the zone. Gets a shot off the side of the net. Puck goes behind the net. Bishop takes it into St. Charles zone. Shot goes wide. Behind the net, Burns chips it up. Comes out for Holden. He gets that over for Marshfield. Marshfield takes it over the blue line. Gets a shot. Gets deflected behind the net. Pressure from Larsh. Puck comes up the side, and Wiersbicky gets it back. He gets the red line. Hands that off to O'Kane. His shot off the blocker. Now another shot on net, held on to for a rebound. I think that was O'Kane who got that last shot. 3:36 to go in the first. Kicks it back to the point. Markowitz shot, deflected. It's back for Gilbert. He gets a shot. That just goes wide. Puck comes out. Back in the St. Charles zone. Shot blocked by Gilbert. Second shot blocked by Gilbert. Now puck comes out front to the blue line. That shot blocked in front. Sent to the blue line. That's kept in. Knocked down by Markowitz. He gets that to O'Kane. O'Kane over the blue, over the red. Back into Bishop territory. The Bishop sends it out. Pressure from the Cards, gets it back in the zone, but Bishop back in possession, sends it into the neutral zone. Now Noble up for O'Kane. O'Kane to Wiersbicky, his shot into the glove of Ethan Philippe. 2:47 to go in the first. Gators chip that up. At the blue line, Markowitz sends it back in the zone. Gators get it back out into St. Charles territory. Stroni with the puck. Puts it out front. Pass blocked by Judd. Gators get it back. They walk out, get a shot off the post. That goes out of bounds. Bishop back to the blue line and keep it in. Now Judd chips it out of the zone. Gets some help from Noble. He's tied up in the neutral zone. Gators get it back in their zone. Bishop gets it to the blue line, dumps it in. Gilbert chips it up. Gets chipped around now. Judd gets it over the blue line. Gets caught in the ref's feet. Come up through center with it. Gators get a shot. Save is made. Whistle goes. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first. Okay. All right, Peugeot gets it up the boards. Holden sends it across. Marshfield to Carson. Carson cuts in, gets a shot. Save is made. Rebound in the corner. Marshfield back to the blue line. McLean gets a shot. That's deflected. Wide of the net. Marshfield to Carson. Carson behind the net with it. Gets out front. Marshfield gets in front for Holden. His shot deflected behind the net. Bishop chips it up. Peugeot gets it back in the neutral zone. Over for McLean. McLean up center. Just missed that tip. Icing called. Hey, puck comes out of the zone off the draw. Goalie plays it. Judd gets it over for Noble. He gets a shot. It's just a little high. And it comes out of bounds, and Peugeot's there for it. Peugeot sends that back up into the zone. Won't be icing. Bishop plays it. Pressure from Judd behind the net. Ties up. Puck comes around. Out of the zone. Back check from Noble. Gets the puck back. Noble comes up the side with it. Back into Bishop territory. Tries to get that out front. It hits a player. Billard's there to keep it in. Gets that behind the net for Noble. Noble gets it out front. Knocked away by Bishop. Picked up by Billard. Billard ships it up. Comes back for Billard. He goes for a little skate with it now. He's going to bring it right into the zone. Pass out front. Judge shot deflected into the corner. Puck chipped up the boards. Burns gets a piece of it, but it comes out. Offside, or end of the period. I didn't think that was offside, sorry. Anyways, end of one period, 0-0. Here we go, second period action. O'Kane gets the puck into the zone. Bishop fires it up the boards. Wiersbicky keeps it in. Getting help from O'Kane. He sends that around. Burns keeps it in. Now it's back for O'Kane. Getting help from Wiersbicky. In comes O'Kane. That was O'Kane. Larsh was at the blue line. Anyways. Cardinals keep it in. Shot from Burns, just a little wide. Now the puck comes out. Bishop puts it out front. McCann sends that away. Just off a deflection, not a shot. That one's shot off of McCann's glove. Rebound. Cleared out by O'Kane. That goes out of bounds. Face-off's going to come back in the Bishop zone. Puck goes around the boards. Holden sends it back behind the net for Marshfield. He gets out front for Holden. His shot is a save. Off the draw, it's back for Markowitz. His shot into the glove. The face off in the same spot. And we get that out front. Bishop knocks it away. Starts to break out with it. Puck gets over the blue line. Bishop brings it back in. Again, a shot. Save is made. We'll get a line change. Noble gets it off the draw. Chips it up for Billard. Billard gets the red line, dumps it in. Judd after it in the corner. Gators get there first. They send it up the boards all the way down. That should be icing. It will be. Got the draw. Judd's shot is blocked. Peugeot gets the shot. That goes in the corner. Billard gets a piece of it. Puck's sent around the boards. Gators send that cross ice out of the zone. Mark, who's that? That's McLean. Blocks it, gets it back in, hands it off to Judd. Back to McLean. He gets that over for Noble. Noble sends it down low for Judd. Behind the net. It gets kicked around the other way. Gators at the red line, go over the blue. They stay on sides. They get a shot. That's off the blocker. Billard to Judd. Up for Noble. Puck comes out the other way. McLean knocks it towards the red line. Bishop sends it behind our net. Peugeot gets it in the corner. Back for McLean. He gets up to the blue line. Judd takes it out. Gators get it back out of the zone. Come up the side with it. Get a shot. That goes wide. Billard chips up center for Larsh. Cross for Judd. He gets in, gets a shot. Save is made. Rebound goes behind the net. Puck comes out front. Rebound, broken stick. I think that was a shot on net. The stick broke at the same time. Now Burns keeps that in. Larsh gets it behind the net. Stands his ground. Works it out of the corner, sends it to the blue line. Burns gets a shot through traffic. It's on net. But Ethan hangs on to that. 11 minutes to go. And 7 seconds in the second. Where's Bick? He has to go to the change room to get his backup stick. Now Gators get it up out of the zone. O'Kane gets it back over for Marshfield. Marshfield fires it in. Puck bounces out front. Gators clear it away. Start to break out with it. Larsh gets a piece of it. Crossway gets the rest. And O'Kane sends it back in the zone. Marshfield gets there first. His shot goes over the net. Burns is there to keep it in. Bounces over Larsh's stick. 2-on-1 the other way. They can't get the shot off though, and Crossway knocks the puck up for Marshfield. Marshfield into the zone with it. His shot's blocked. Crossway keeps the puck in the zone. Fires that towards the net. O'Kane gets it. O'Kane to Gauchi. He takes it behind the net. Gets sent around the boards, and Markowicz gets it back to the neutral zone. Oh, is that high stick? No. All right. Markowicz gets it to the neutral zone. Holden over for Gauchi. Gauchi cuts in, gets a shot, deflected out of bounds. 9:52 to go in the second. Okay, Harrison gets it off the draw. Over for Gilbert. Gilbert across. Bishop gets it back in the zone. Offside is called. At the red line, Billard chips it into Bishop territory. The Gators send it back up into Cardinal territory. Ice and waved off. We could have played that. Vinny gets it back behind the net, up for Liam. Liam up for Jackson. Back now for Markowicz. Cross ice. He gets into the zone. Noble. Oh, almost gets that to Judd. Just couldn't connect. Philippe got a piece of that. There we go. He tie up at the blue line. Billard gets it up to Markowicz. Bishop keeps it in. Now it's over for Gilbert. He hits a skate. Bishop passes it out front. Can't connect. Bishop walks out with it. Knocked away by St. Charles. Shot blocked by Billard. Over for Judd. Back for Billard. Back to Judd into the zone. Gets in. Tied up. Pass off the side of the net. Puck comes around. Just out of the reach of Noble. And Bishop sends it in the zone. Pass intercepted by Billard. He gets it up for Gauchi. He tries to get it over for Marshfield. They're going to call interference on that. Oh, 8:15 to go in the second. First power play of the game for the Cardinals. We're going to get the puck back for a crossweight. We're going to regroup in our zone. Up for Gauchi. Cross for Marshfield into the zone. Marshfield back for crossweight. Crossweight shot deflected over the net. Carson gets the rebound across to Marshfield. Sends that around, back for Carson. Carson to Daniel. Over for Alex. He walks in, gets a shot through traffic off the post, out of bounds. Minute 20 to go in the power play. 7.5 in the second. Puck gets out of the zone. No shots fired. Tie up behind the net. Judd to Noble. Noble gets it into the zone. Behind the nets. Back for Judd. Back to Noble. Back for Judd. Across for Crossweight. Crossweight shot, blocked in front. Noble gets the rebound. Just couldn't connect on the pass. Judd up for Crossweight. Crossweight across for Noble. To Marshfield. Back for Jay Nobes. Over for Judd. He walks in. He's tied up, no shots. Back to the blue line for Crossweight. Crossweight gets a shot through traffic. Save is made. Rebound. Blocked. Cleared out. No, Crossweight gets it over for Marshfield. Get back on side. Judd gets it in front. Puck's loose. Cleared away by Bishop. Gilbert sends it down low for Noble. We're back to 5-on-5 as Bishop clears it out of the zone. Gilbert to Markowicz, back to Gilbert. Vinny fires it up center. Comes back to Vin. Over for Harrison. Up center. O'Kane chips it into the zone. Okay, puck's picked up by Bishop in the neutral zone. They send that behind the net. Gilbert sends that around the boards. O'Kane to Markowicz. Cross for Wiersbicki. He takes that into the zone. Gets it in front. Bishop blocks that. Back to the blue line. Markowicz over for Gilbert. Down low. Picked up by Bishop. They send that cross ice. Puck steered behind the net. Picked up by Markowicz. He gets it up for Carson. Carson takes it into the zone. Behind the net. Back to the blue line for Markowicz. His shot through traffic hits a skate. Rebound gets on net from Carson. Save is made. Gilbert gets it on net again. Save is made. Markowicz. Penalty coming up. Cross check. Like on us. No, who's getting it? I don't know. We touched the puck, but they're going to the box. Yeah. All right, cross check behind the scenes. I didn't see that. We'll have to watch it back later, I guess. Power play for the Cardinals. Judd sends it down low for Marshfield. Marshfield back for Noble. Cross for Crossweight. His shot on net blocked. Judd gets the rebound. His shot's blocked too. Back for Daniel. Across to Jackson. Tries to get to Liam. They do. Shot on net is saved. Rebound's loose. Cleared out by Bishop. Daniel gets back for it. Daniel up for Liam. Cross for Jackson into the zone. Sends that around. Now the puck comes out. No icing because of the penalty. McCann plays the puck around for Crossweight. Up for Judd. Across for Noble. Comes up over the red, over the blue. Gets a shot. Save is made. Rebound. Tries to get the deflection, but it goes wide on the shot. Puck comes around the boards, back for Judd. Fires that towards the net. That goes over the net. Noble back to the blue line. Crossweight. Back for Noble. Noble walks in, gets a shot. Off the pad, I guess, and out. McCann fires the puck away. Too many players. They got off the ice in time. Judd gets it back in the zone. In front, shot from Larsh, glove save, rebound, held on to. Whistle goes. 3 minutes to go in the second. $18 seconds to go on the power play. We get that back from McLean. He comes across the blue line. His shot on net's deflected and saved. Larsh gets it back from McLean. He gets that shot. That's blocked in front. Carson gets the rebound in the corner. His shot blocked in front too. Larsh gets it now. Back to 5-on-5. Gators get the puck back. They take it into the zone. They get a shot. Big save from McCann off his pad. Now the puck goes behind the net. McLean chips it up the boards. We get that out of the zone. Icing called. 2:17 to go in the second. All right, puck bounces off the boards, comes out front. We send that out of the zone. That's going to be icing. Peugeot fires that around the boards. Marshfield gets it up, center. Noble to Judd. Tries to get that back to Noble. Now Marshfield gets it in the zone. Offside is called. Yeah, it wasn't his call to make. I don't know, that was a close one. All right. Judd over for Marshfield. His shot on net is saved. Noble back for Marshfield. His shot into the glove. Puck comes back for Peugeot. He walks in. He gets a shot. Glove save. Puck comes out to neutral zone. McLean chips it up. Noble gets it back in the zone. He gets a shot off the stick of the goalie. Marshfield keeps it in the zone. Now Bishop sends that out. Off the referee. He still puts his hand up for the icing. No rest for the Wicked. Off the draw now, comes back for Daniel. He gets a shot that's deflected behind the net. Wiersbicky sends it behind the net for Larsh. Larsh gets tripped up. No call. Karsten uses his body. Wiersbicky gets the puck, but now it's knocked back for Crossway. Crossway sends it back in the zone. Bounces around. It's sent out by Bishop. Burns sends it back in. Pressure from Karsten. Daniel gets the puck in the neutral zone. Bounces around, and Wiersbicky picks it up. Wiersbicky gets in. His shot just a little wide. Now Crossway chips it back. Bishop gets it back and sends it in our zone. Burns knocks it down. Chips it up center. Puck into the zone. Picked up by Bishop. 20 seconds to go in the second. Pressure from Carson. He gets the puck in the corner, loses the glove, still gets the puck back for Daniel. Daniel across the blue line, over for Burns. Burns shot, saved. 8.9 seconds on the clock. Off the draw, it comes out. Offside is called. 2 seconds on the board. That's going to bring us to the end of the second period. That's the end of the second period. Here we are, third period action. Bishop gets in our zone, shot on net, save, rebound held onto. Puck gets to the blue line. Carson picks it up and sends it across ice to Marshfield. Chips that into the zone. Gets the puck behind the net. Hits the side of the net, actually. Now it's knocked back for Gilbert. Puts that out front. Marshfield gets a piece of it, but that's knocked away. Marshfield sends it back to Markowicz. Carson gets it in the neutral zone. Brings it in. That's knocked away. Markowicz to Holden. He gets it up center. Carson gets a piece of it to avoid the icing. Gets the puck in the corner. Gets it in front from Marshfield. His shot is saved. We got 13 and a half minutes to go in regulation. Kane gets it out front, it's blocked. Now Bishop sends it out. Peugeot to McLean. It's picked up by Bishop behind the net. Takes it up. Fires a shot, glove save. Quick change. McLean fires out around the boards. Gets into the neutral zone. Pressure from Larsh. Larsh and Judd working at it. They get that out front for Noble. Bounces away. Bishop gets it back. They chip it up center and out. That bounces over St. Charles. Icing called. Oh, the clock ran for a couple seconds. In about 5 seconds, we'll say. Hey, Carson battles down low, gets some help from O'Kane. O'Kane gets it stuck in his feet and the Gators get out. They fire a shot into the glove of Rowan McCann. Judd gets it off the draw. Into the zone. Bishop gets it back. Larsh knocks it away in the neutral zone. Bishop sends it back up center. They dump it in. It gets a shot on net. Burns fires that behind the net for Crossweight. Up for Judd. Puts it up center. Bishop gets the shot. Now Crossweight gets it back. He goes for a skate. He gets a shot. Save is made. It's kept in, but now Bishop sends it up center. Bishop gets in the zone. Pass out front. Intercepted by Crossweight. Now Crossweight gets it again over for Markowicz. She gets it over. to Noble. He puts that on net. St. Charles on a line change. We got 6 players out there. Markowicz fires it out of the zone off the draw. Marshfield with some pressure forces Philippe to send that around the boards. Gators take it back behind their net. Come up through the neutral zone, enter St. Charles territory. They get in front, can't get a shot. Now they do get a shot. We make the save. Gilbert takes the rebound out of the zone. Dumps it in. Oh, linesman didn't see that. He's back up. But he's a little shook up. It's been a rough game for this guy in particular. He's fine though, he's joking around with the other officials. Everyone's happy to see him back up again. 10.5 minutes to go, a minute and a half in the penalty. Bishop gets it back behind the net. They start to break out with it. They enter the zone offside. Might have had his bell rung, but he still got his vision working well. All right, puck comes all the way back into Bishop's zone. Now Bishop starts to break out with it. 1 minute to go in the penalty. Shot goes wide. Bishop keeps it in. Shot blocked from Marshfield. Now Noble gets that to the blue line, but it's kept in by the Gators. They get a shot, glove save. .40 to go on that penalty. Puck's back to the blue line. Bishop goes D to D. Pressure from Carson, gets the puck out. He's in the zone all alone. Gets tripped up.
Call what?
No call. Face-off's going to come outside. Pressure from McLean knocks the puck back into Bishop territory. Bishop starts to break out. Carson stops him. Gets some help from Liam. Bishop has to regroup. And we're back to 5-on-5. Bishop comes into the zone. They get it out front. They get a shot. That's off the side of the net. Rebound off the side. That one's on net. Another shot on net. Save is made. Crossway chips it up. Judd gets it out. On net, rebound is held on to. Puck comes around. Burns keeps that in. Sends it down low for Judd. He puts it out front. Philippe blocks that. Comes back for Burns. He gets a shot. That's blocked in front. Goes wide. Puck comes out. Crossway slows him down. Burns knocks the puck away. Burns gets it to the blue line. It's crept in. Shot deflected wide of the net. Burns on that rebound. Gets it over for Larsh. That's kept in. Now Crossway uses his body. Larsh gets it up to Judd. They get that into the zone.
That's it.
There we go. Judd behind the net with it. Kicks it back for Burns. Burns' shot deflected into the corner. Bishop chips it up. Crossway keeps it in at the blue line. Comes across. On his backhand. Puts it out front. Gets past everyone. Judd sends it back down low. Bishop sends it up and out. Now Burns sends that back into the zone. Bishop sends it out. Crossway gets a piece of it. Ice and laved off. He sends the puck around. Funny bounce. It's kept in by Bishop. Shot blocked by Markowicz. Crossway with some pressure behind the net. Then Noble gets the puck. Noble sends that cross ice. Gets it to the blue line and out. Bishop knocks it down. Sends it back to the D. They re-enter their zone. They get a shot on net. O'Kane gets the rebound. Ships it out of the zone. Pressure from Wiersbicki and Gauchi. Then Markowicz gets the puck up. Wiersbicki gets it into the zone. Carson follows it up. Bishop gets it back for Markowicz. His shot off the blocker. Carson sends it down low. Bishop sends it off the rafters, out of bounds, with 6.5 minutes to go in regulation. Zero, zero. Bishop in the corner with it, fires it off the boards. Markowicz gets to the neutral zone, back for Gilbert. Wiersbicki gets it back into the zone. Keeps the pressure going, gets it out front. Comes back for Gilbert, he gets a shot, that's deflected high over the net. Markowicz at the blue line, keeps it in. Now Bishop fires it all the way down. Won't make it for an icing, no icing called. Six minutes to go in regulation. Some debris on the ice. They get rid of that. Puck gets cleared out of the zone. Icing called. It's in the feet. It's cleared out by Bishop. Gilbert gets it back across to Markowicz. Harrison up through center, circles back. Gets that across for Holden, back for Markowicz. He's going to take that into the zone. Cross for Noble, gets it out front, that's blocked. Markowicz gets it out front now. Knocked away by Bishop. Bishop heads up to ice with it. Gilbert gets help from Markowicz behind the net. Bishop keeps it at the blue line. That shot's blocked. We get that up for Noble. Noble cuts in, gets a shot through the 5-hole and in! Jay Nobes, 5-hole with 5:07 to go in regulation time. It's one of his former goalies. He knows some of his ins and outs. He figured how to get that puck in the net. 5:07 to go. Goalie's pads are undone, so it'll take a second while he fixes that up. Won't be long. Puck goes out of bounds, face off in the Bishop zone. Carson sends it back to the blue line. It comes over the blue, offside. And puck goes in the zone. Bishop sends it back into Cards territory. We send that back up center. Off of Bishop, so no icing. Bishop gets it back. They fired up the boards. They get back in his Cardinal territory. We send the puck up center. Back in Bishop's zone, they send it up to the neutral zone. They get the red line over the blue. Carson gets it back, gets hauled down. Again, a penalty. Power play coming up for Cardinals. 4:24 to go. I missed what happened behind the scenes there. Two for Tripp. Bishop sends it up the boards. Judd's there to keep it in. Sends that deep into the zone. We get that out front. Shot from Marshfield, deflected high to the corner. Judd sends it back for Crossweight. Cross to Noble. Back door to Judd. It bounces over his stick. He circles back with it. Gets knocked away. Crossweight at the blue line. Now Judd's turn to keep it in. He gets that across to Noble. He walks in. Oh, tries to get that to Carson. He was tied up. Judd to Crossweight. Noble gets that out front. Gators send that up the boards. Crossweight gets it back in our zone. He's got some pressure. Gets it over for Judd. Judd up for Marshfield. Marshfield try to get that for Gauchi. Now we get it offside. 1 minute to go in the power play. 3.5 in regulation. Hey, Larsh gets it back for Gilbert. Gilbert across for Judd. Judd takes that into the zone. Cuts down low, behind the net with it. Gets that across to Noble. Noble takes that behind the net in front for Judd. His shot is saved. Judd gets the rebound. Takes it behind the net. Out front for Larsh. His stick's knocked away. Noble keeps it in, but now Larsh. Oh, yeah, there we go. Larsh kicks it to Gilbert. Icing called. .25 seconds in the penalty. 2:50 in regulation. Okay, Bishop keeps that in off the draw. Behind the net, they pass it out front. Holden gets it, sends that across for Marshfield. Marshfield chips it deep into the zone. Puts it out front. Gilbert's there. Gilbert's shot deflected off a stick out of bounds. Two and a half minutes in regulation, 8 seconds on the penalty. All right, Marshfield sends it around the net. Gilbert fires that towards the net. It's deflected behind the net. Carson's after it. Carson gets it out front, gets a shot on net. Save is made. Marshfield gets a shot attempt, but it was after the whistle or at the whistle. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go in regulation. 1-0 Cardinals. We're kicked out of the draw. Back for Gilbert. He sends that off the boards into the zone. Bishop fires up the boards. Marshfield keeps that in. Pressure from the Cardinals, but the Gators get in the zone. Shot, save, rebound at the hash marks. Gilbert finds it. Gets it to the blue line, but the Gators keep it in. They walk in with it. Pass in front, big save. Rebounds loose. Holden knocks that down low for Gilbert. Now it goes out of bounds, it goes down the ice for icing. Timeout called by Bishop. 1:38 on the clock. They'll be discussing pulling the goalie. If not, pulling the goalie right now. All right. All right, so 5-on-5, minute 38 to go. 1-0 Cardinals. Bishop gets a shot that goes over the net. Judd chips that up center for Marshfield. He fires that down. Philippe plays that away as he was heading off. Now Marshfield keeps that in the corner. Bishop starts to break out with it. Pressure from the Cardinals, slowing them down. But they get into our zone. They pull the goalie. We fire a puck down the ice. Won't be icing. 6-on-5 for Bishop now with, let's see, with 1 minute left in regulation time. Judd fires that towards the net. Goes into the corner. Now Noble and on net. Big save from the Bishop player. Bishop gets it into the zone. Marshfield slows him down. He's going to get a trip call there. So 6-on-4 for Bishop. 48 seconds left in regulation. Timeout called by St. Charles.
Rob, what's the shots? No shots today. 0-0.
I got this. I'm using this phone. I'm using this phone for streams or something.
We're gonna have a pool. You can't do both. We're gonna have a pool. You gotta guess if you can win. Throw $20 in. Well, what do you say? I'll go one higher.
All right, off the draw, everyone's tied up. Bishop gets it to the blue line. They go across, they get a shot at net. Save is made, rebounds loose behind the net. Bishop sends it back to the blue line. We get it out front. We get a piece of it. Judd chips it up, but kept in at the blue line. McLean in the corner, gets some help from Judd. Puck goes wide. From the blue line, glove save. "12 seconds to go." Crossweight pins it in the corner. He gets support from Noble. Puck comes out front. It's on net, it's loose, 2 seconds, still loose. At the buzzer, it's over. Cardinals win 1-0. Thanks for tuning in.